Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're breaking down something that every football fan, coach and aspiring player can relate to: the journey. More specifically, the 5 levels of a Premier League player. From the moment a young player earns their first minutes to the rare few who become global icons, every footballer moves through a path. Some rise fast, some plateau, and a few become legends. We're going to explore each level, explain what makes them unique, and highlight real examples from today's game to show what these stages look like in action. So whether you're dreaming of playing under the lights, managing your Sunday league side, or just want to better understand the levels of elite football, this video is for you. Let's get into it. Breakthrough entry level. We begin at the very start, the breakthrough stage. This is where a young player steps into the intense, unforgiving world of the Premier League. At this level, it's not about being the star just yet, it's about showing you belong. These players are raw. You see flashes of brilliance, sharp dribbling, a clever pass, a confident first touch, but also moments where inexperience shows. And that's completely natural, because the pace, the strength, the tactical demands of top-flight football. They're a world apart from youth or academy games. A perfect current example is Myles Lewis-Skelly of Arsenal. At just 19, he's already training regularly with the first team and has been on the bench for competitive matches and started matches. Arsenal fans and coaches are raving about his ability to play with calmness well beyond his age. His spatial awareness, ball control, and vision in midfield have made him one of the most exciting prospects to come through Hale End in recent years. And this is what level 1 is all about. The pressure is building, the spotlight is warming up. For players at this level, the biggest challenge is learning and fast. It's not just about talent, it's about adapting mentally and physically to elite football. Earning the manager's trust, delivering in training, taking your chance when it comes. Because at this level, you don't need to dominate yet, you just need to prove you can hang. Established first-team player. Next comes the jump to level 2, the stage where a player becomes a regular, reliable part of the first-team squad. The early nerves are gone. The raw talent tag starts to fade, and in its place, consistency. Players at this level are trusted to deliver. They start regularly, understand the team system, and rarely look out of place, even in high-pressure matches. They're not always headline makers, but they're dependable. When they're not playing, the team feels their absence. They might not yet be game changers, but they rarely have shockers. This is the foundation every squad needs. A great current example is Jeremy Doku at Manchester City. Signed from Rennes, Doku was one of the most exciting wingers in Europe, and in his first Premier League season he quickly showed why. Blistering pace, fearless dribbling, and the kind of one-on-one threat that Guardiola's system often lacks. But more importantly, he earned Pep's trust, no easy task. Doku may not yet be producing elite numbers every week, but he's involved. He starts important games. He creates chaos in the final third, and he's learning how to play within one of the most tactically demanding systems in the world. That's level 2. You're no longer trying to break in, you are part of the team. You've earned your place. But now, the challenge is to step up and be more than just reliable, to become decisive. Impact player, difference maker. Now we hit level 3, where things start to get exciting. These are the difference makers. The ones who don't just play, they decide games. Impact players have presence. They're not just part of the system, they bend it in their favor. They score when it matters. They create chances out of nowhere. They make fans hold their breath every time they get on the ball. Take Cole Palmer at Chelsea. His rise has been phenomenal. After leaving Manchester City in search of more minutes, Palmer exploded into the Chelsea squad, scoring 22 goals and assisting 10 in a single Premier League season. That's not just good for a youngster, that's elite for any player, full stop. Every top team needs these players, the ones who shift momentum, create magic, or produce that moment of brilliance when the game is stuck. Players at this level often make international squads, are scouted heavily by bigger clubs, and start gaining serious media attention. But to push to the next level, they'll need one thing above all: consistency. It's not enough to shine now and then. To become elite, you have to deliver every single week. Elite performer, world-class domestic. Now we're entering level 4, the territory of the elite. These are the players who are not just great for their club, they're among the best in the entire Premier League, maybe even in Europe. Built a track record. Their performances are consistent, their stats are impressive, and their influence on games is undeniable. These are the players who dominate not just one season, but multiple. Take Rodri of Manchester City. He doesn't score flashy goals every week, but if you watch closely, you'll see why Pep Guardiola calls him undroppable. He dictates tempo, breaks up counterattacks, controls space, and scores when it matters. He's the anchor in one of the best teams in the world. Erling Haaland also lives at this level, possibly even beyond it. Back-to-back 20-plus goal seasons. Premier League records shattered, fear in the eyes of defenders. When he's on the pitch, he changes the entire shape of a game plan. Elite domestic performers are the backbone of title-winning sides. They're leaders, even if they don't wear the armband. And when they're missing, teams struggle. To move past this stage, you need to do something only a handful ever manage. Global icon, game changer. This is level 5, the peak. The global icons, the faces of football. These are players who don't just define matches, they define eras. They dominate domestically in Europe and on the international stage. They win major trophies, they break records, they influence how the game is played and how it's watched around the world. Think about players like Mohamed Salah. His goal-scoring consistency, his explosive style, his impact for both Liverpool and Egypt, it's iconic. Or Kevin De Bruyne, whose vision and passing have redefined the attacking midfielder role. These players don't just play well, they inspire. They shape tactics, they sell shirts, they become role models for millions. And yes, Erling Haaland is well on his way here, not just because of goals, but because of his marketability, his charisma, and the sense that we're witnessing a new kind of striker, a blend of old-school power and modern movement. Only a few reach this stage, even fewer stay. But for every young player watching and dreaming, this is the mountaintop. So there you have it, the 5 levels of a Premier League player. The breakthrough, where you fight to prove you belong. The established first-teamer, reliable, trusted, consistent. The impact player, making the difference when it matters. The elite performer, dominating games and seasons. The global icon, shaping football and leaving a legacy. Every player fits somewhere on this scale. Some rise fast, some bounce between levels, and some, like Miles Lewis-Skelly, are just getting started with the world at their feet. Which level is your favorite player at right now? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned for more deep dives like this one. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.